Hello and welcome to Afrogenesis. I'm Wesley.
And I'm Danielle, and we are embarking on a very exciting journey to find a new home abroad. And in this video, we would like to share a little bit about our journey and introduce ourselves. A little bit about myself. I am originally from Montgomery, Alabama, also known as the birthplace of the civil rights movement for the history buffs. And I'm from a very large family of seven, where my parents worked extremely hard to provide us with a very traditional and well-rounded upbringing. And I would say I am probably one of the more adventurous of my siblings. So it did not come as a surprise to my family when I decided to relocate to Atlanta in 2007 to continue my career in public health. So 13 years later, I'm still here in Atlanta, and I definitely still love Atlanta.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm Wesley, as I mentioned earlier. I was born in Guyana, in South America, and it's considered part of the Caribbean also. My family and I moved to the US 20 plus years ago. We settled in New York, and today, fast forward several years, I'm in Atlanta today. Oh, and my background is in finance and budget. So, and that's what I do today. And and that is it. It's about how we met. We met in 2011 in Trinidad at the airport. I was visiting friends, and Danielle was
I was in Tobago volunteering with a cancer and diabetes foundation.
Yeah, I saw her first, and so she didn't know I was checking her out or anything. But I kind of stalked her into a couple of the duty-free shops there, and still didn't speak until I got on the plane and sat in my seat and realized that she was sitting right next to me, which was great. So she sat next to me, and that was history.
Wait, you're forgetting a big part. So, yes, my girlfriend and I were sitting next to Wesley on the flight, but we had a very engaging conversation
Yeah.
the entire length of the flight, probably me doing doing most of the talking. And there were probably moments where he was like, I wish she would just close her mouth. But Wesley was very much a gentleman the entire duration of that flight. And so he's still that gentleman today. So thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's
So
talk
that's
about
our
the
story.
family.
So 9 years later, we are now a family of four. We have two beautiful daughters, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, who are the complete joys of our lives. And so everything that we do is pretty much centered around them, from defining our goals, our expectations. Everything is centered around the girls, and just our efforts to afford them the best opportunity possible in life.
Yeah, picking up from affording the girls the best opportunity in life. Forever we were talking about moving abroad, but that conversation was entail moving abroad after retirement, or when we get closer to retirement, right? And we're still a few years away from that, but that discussion kind of fast forward.
It was expedited.
Kind of fast forward several years to today, because we just felt like the right thing to do. Especially thinking about the girls and trying to afford them a quality life, a better life. We feel that abroad is where we need to go. We did think of Guyana, of course, and Tobago, where the waters are beautiful.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the people are just as beautiful.
And the people and the food. But until 12 months ago, 18 months ago, Africa started to come into the conversation, and you said, I've never been to the continent, Africa, but Danielle has been there at least once or twice. And we said, well, if we're gonna go anywhere, Africa just seems to be the right place to start, where our ancestors came from, the land of our ancestors. And You know, in doing some of the research, we found out that we're not the only people that are thinking about that. You know, there are several people who just feel, well, you know, there's some connection there that we need to go. You know,
And
we need,
seek.
yeah, we need to seek out and
I just want to add one
yeah.
thing. And speaking of connection, you know, we've both been doing some genealogy work to learn more about our heritage, and it's something that's really important, you know, to me, and obviously important to my husband. But most importantly, we want our girls to, you know, have that connection much sooner than we did. And so, you know, a couple things, you know, I think has, you know, transpired that's influenced our, you know, our decision to kind of shift, you know, shift our conversations to Africa. And one is, you know, doing the genealogy work. And then secondly, you know, we've also taken time to just, you know, kind of foster a global, you know, mindset. And so we've been collecting, you know, a lot of Black art. And like Wesley said, we've been doing a lot of research. And so, you know, that I think has also informed our decision as
have a
well.
decision, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we, you know, to embark on this journey, we just feel that the timing is right. Right, today is better than any other day to start this journey, and that is why we're figuring if there are other people who have the same mindset or think in the same way, maybe we can document it and catalog and bring it to you guys, and maybe help someone else who's thinking about that and help
Be an
them with that.
inspiration.
Help them with that decision, you know, each step of the way. You know, speaking of steps, we do have a few countries that we're interested in seeing, but you know, South Africa, Gambia, the Gambia. First trip there to the continent is actually going to be early December, and I'm going to Ghana because of COVID-19, and everything else, travel restrictions, etc., etc. The
Yeah.
family is not coming with me, but I'm gonna go, you know, see what is there and try to get a lay of the land, and then we're gonna go as a family in summer of 2021. You know, God willing, that we make that happen. But that's all gonna be our first steps, and you know, we hope that you guys stay connected with us as we document and go through our journey, and hopefully you find it inspirational to do the same. You know,
Yep. So remember to subscribe, like,
Yeah.
comment, and share, and also click the notification button so that you can get those alerts when we post our next video.
Yes, and that is all we have for you guys today. So go ahead.
Be the new beginning.